and welcome back to J Music Talks. Today I would like to do a book review on Raymond Rickard's Lessons from a Streetwise Professor. I purchased this book off Amazon. It wasn't too expensive and it had a lot of great reviews, so I just decided to purchase it on a whim because I wanted something to read that would talk about musicians and the career path of a musician. I was in university at the time and I just wanted to know how other people were doing it. Like, how did they get their jobs? How did they find all these opportunities? Like, just how did it happen? And that's when I discovered this book, and it's amazing. Like, I read it and it makes so much sense. He talks about a non-linear career path, which is exactly what happens usually when you're a musician. You do not just go straight up from there. You don't get every single job you've ever auditioned for. You don't just immediately get absolutely everything. You don't just get into the school and then get great marks and then right afterwards they send you on to a job and it's great from there. There is no linear career path there. And instead he talks about building yourself up as if you were Legos. So using those building blocks and using each thing as another step in that building block to build your career. And using that idea that it can be pieced together. It doesn't have to be one thing. You can have teaching at a university and teaching privately and performing here, and maybe you're doing product reviews here or product testing there, or maybe you are selling a certain type of product for someone while you're performing, while you're teaching. You can use so many different building blocks and put them together to form your career, just as you would a structure in Lego. And he does go through his whole experience. Within the book, he talks about becoming a professor. He talks about his experience as a grad student. He talks about performing and gigs and how all these things helped him get where he was. And the main point in it was that it's mostly about taking chances and who you know. So making sure that you're making connections, you're not taking anything for granted. If someone comes up to you and says, hey, I'm so-and-so, yes, engage with them. Get to know everyone in your industry that you come in contact with and use those people. If they have a gig coming up, you're like, absolutely, call me. Don't always have to play for money. You can do a lot of promo gigs. You can do some gigs that are not paying, because later down the road they may lead to paying gigs, and that does happen a lot of the time. From my personal experience, I have gotten a lot more paying jobs from taking jobs with that group as, a free performer or volunteering to do that. So I can 100% attest to that, and it does work. Another thing he talks about in the book is having an entrepreneurial mindset, to be your own boss and to take that as if you are building something yourself. You are building You Incorporated. And that sort of mindset that everything is to build up a larger, better person, a nicer, bigger career that fills you with happiness and makes you feel fulfilled. That's what he wants in this book, to kind of give you that mindset that you can do it, and here are some tools that you can use and some mindsets that you can have to push yourself forward, to allow yourself to do everything that you want to do. He does speak a little bit in this book about the industry, which I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but he does explain a lot about the industry and how it works, especially in terms of recording music and putting out CDs, and who gets the royalties and how royalty systems work and all those levels of things. I personally do not put out recordings. I have been on recordings, but I am not the one putting them out, curating them, creating CDs, creating music. I'm not that kind of musician. Who knows, I could be one day, but currently I am not. Currently I am a teacher, I am a performer, I do product testing, and right now, as of YouTube, I am starting to do product reviews to go along with product testing. I just want to get to know everything and, share it. I would recommend this book to both teachers, musicians, and students of all ages. It works with everyone, especially anyone who is in university, who is in the later years of high school that's wondering, oh, could a career in music be a thing for me? This book really helped me get a mindset for that and to help me build my career in terms of these building blocks in these different areas. So teaching in a studio, teaching privately, performing, working with companies. So this book really helped me with that mindset, and when I was TAing a lot of classes in first year university, I made sure to mention this book, and I had so many people come up to me afterwards saying, you know what, this was a read that should be recommended first year. It should be in the syllabus. First year you enter university as a music student, it should be this book that comes in. So that's what I'm giving to you. I'm giving to you this recommendation. My first years loved it. I loved it. Everyone that I've lent it to and forced to read it has loved it. So if it can help you too, please pick it up. It is available on Amazon. I did find it at local libraries everywhere, as a pretty distinct cover. So yeah, solid recommend. Thank you for sticking around to the end of my review of the Lessons from a Streetwise Professor. I hope you check the book out because it is very informative. And please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love some more subscribers on this channel so I can share it with more musicians and music teachers and music enthusiasts alike. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video.